Hey friends, welcome to my channel, Heidi Sonboul Home. Today is the first video for my Summer Room of the Month series that I'm doing here throughout the month of June. I have two videos. This is going to be the intro where I'm showing you all of the details and the starting work. Now, every single time I host one of these challenges, I invite other friends to play along with me. There is going to be a hop, and down below, if you click on the link, it'll take you to the next girl that is playing along with me, and she'll take you to the next person, until you loop all the way around in one big circle. Go check them out at the end of my video. You are going to be so inspired by all of the spaces we're going to be all doing in our homes to update it and just love our homes a little bit more. Now let's jump right in. This is my Pinterest board, and I have had it for quite some time because the home we moved in needed a lot of love. I have one specifically for the front of my house. Now, when we bought this house 4 years ago, we just hit our anniversary on June 20th. We immediately cut down these bushes in the front because there was just a lot of spiders, and already it looked so different, but then it looked really plain. So as you can see in this photo, we ended up taking off the storm door, which I just never used it. We're from California, we don't have storm doors there. And then we painted all the bricks white. And by we, I mean my husband. He was so sweet because he tackled this job for me, so that way I can focus on other things. But this was the process of us painting it. It took us about a weekend to be able to get this done, and he was so helpful in helping me get all of this painted and just updated. It's amazing how painting the brick white made such a transformation. The other thing we did was we took out a double pine white tree that was leaning against the roof in our house. That was just dangerous. So this is my inspiration. I have a lot of plans for the front of our house. I don't know if I'm going to get to everything on my list for this month, but I'm sure going to try. We are taking a huge part of our budget to put in a retaining wall towards the right side of our house, and to update some new garden beds to the left side of our house. And then we also want to do some other really fun details like adding window boxes and painting a stencil design on the front porch, just to take it from looking kind of drab to fab. I don't know. I basically want to just update this space because it has so much potential to look really pretty. So the plan is that I'm going to be stenciling that probably this weekend. And then on the side of our house where we're putting in the retaining wall, you can see here that it is so overgrown. After we cut out that big double pine tree and we had it taken down, we just knew we needed to put some retaining walls in here, and then it would actually hide the stump from that tree when we took those two huge trunks out. So here's what it looks like. It is a hot mess. Everything is overgrown. I never even come over to this side of the house because I'm overwhelmed by it. Now, when it comes to retaining walls, we have done so many DIYs here in our home ourselves, but friends, I have done so much research, and our yard happens to have a ton of rocks in it. We decided to hire somebody to do this job. This took a huge portion of our budget. I actually had been saving for it for quite some time, but I'm telling you that it was actually a really good deal. I researched it out, especially because they were going to be covering up a stump and we had so many rocks in our yard. So this is what it looks like. All of our flower beds, garden beds, everything has this much rock in it. It is crazy. So digging it out just seems almost impossible. And these guys that came to do this job were so fantastic, and they did it way quicker than my husband and I ever could. So here is the retaining wall as it started making progress. I was so excited with how it looks. Now this is Raul. He is our friend who we hired in to do this job. I'm going to link his number down below in the description box. He was so great, so quick, and really just professional and tidy as he went. I really enjoyed him. Like I said, I'll link him down below if you are in the St. Louis County area. He's really great at building these retaining walls, and he also does a lot of other landscaping too. But when he started cutting these huge stones for these retaining walls, I knew right away that I was so grateful that we hired him, because as good as I feel like I am with DIYing, there's no way. I would not want to be dealing with a huge blade like this. And it was so funny because he would put his foot on the brick to stabilize it while he was cutting right next to his foot. Too much for this lady, I tell you. So here is the flower bed in front of our porch and our door. We have plans to brick out. We're going to put some flat bricks right on top of the dirt. We're going to add some sand and extend out the front of our porch, so that way we can make our porch feel bigger. I'm so excited about this because that tree that you see here in this flower bed canopies over. Now, going along the walk path, I'm planning on digging out all the dirt and the grass there so that we can add some flowers and some mulch there to really, you know, make the front porch and walkway look more thought out and just pretty in general. And then over to the other side of the porch, between the porch and the brick bed, we are going to be also putting out some flat bricks coming out from there too, because we want to be able to create a walking area to get into the hose, so that way you're not climbing all over stuff that's there. And then this is what the retaining wall looks like. I am so in love with it. I'm so grateful that we hired out this job and did not try to do this ourselves. Now, on the side of the house over here, I also need to clean up all of this bush that's over here, and we do plan on extending the brick wall out that way, but we just ran out of time. So here is what the house looked like just a week ago, with it not having any paint, with it just needing the retaining walls put in, and it looks so different already. Now, don't forget, go and hop along to the next channel that's linked down below for the girls that are playing along for my Room of the Month series, and make sure you click the subscribe button so you don't miss next week's episode when I start revealing even more and the huge results of the work put in. Thanks so much for stopping by, and until the next episode, bye friends.